There's a point where earning more shinies makes you more likely to be broke, not less. That's not a typo. Past a certain paycheck, the bigger it gets, the more likely you are to be living from one haul to the next. And Og's got the numbers to prove it in a minute. Here's the quiet truth the loud cavemen never figured out. Looking rich and being rich pull in opposite directions. Every shiny you hang on your body is a shiny that left your pile. Big Caveman knows this. He doesn't own one shiny necklace, he owns the cave. The whole cave. And you can't see the cave from the road. That's the point. So today, Og runs the numbers on the one strategy nobody posts about, looking broke on purpose. Why the cavemen who actually have shinies work so hard to make sure you can't tell. Now, the instinct to look rich isn't stupid. Let's be fair to it. You're wired to read signals. The chain, the car, the watch, they're shortcuts. And your brain trusts shortcuts. The culture pays them off too. The loud caveman gets the bow at the watering hole, the good table by the fire. Sometimes the look really does open the door before you've said a word. So far, so reasonable. If signaling were free, everyone should do it. But the signal isn't free, and the bill hides in places you don't look, which is exactly why it works on you. Start with the loudest signal of all, the car. You buy it to broadcast that you've made it. Here's what the broadcast actually costs, and it's the cleanest example of the whole trap, because the number is brutal, and it's the same for everyone. A new car loses about a fifth of its value in the first year. By the end of year two, roughly a third of it is gone. And the flashier the car, the faster it bleeds. The luxury models lose value quickest of all. So picture it. You drive a $50,000 statement off the lot. By the second winter, about $15,000 of it has simply evaporated. That's not a car payment, that's a down payment. Set on fire. To make strangers at a red light think a thought about you, they'll forget in 4 seconds. Meanwhile, watch what the people who could actually buy anything do instead. More than 6 in 10 people earning over $250,000 a year drive a Honda, a Toyota, or a Ford. Not a Bentley, a Camry, not even new most of the time, something a few years old with miles already on it. The people with the most shinies mostly buy the most boring. And here's where it snaps. The most financially comfortable cavemen in the whole jungle aren't the top earners. They're the ones pulling between $200,000 and $300,000 a year. Only 16% of them live paycheck to paycheck, the lowest of any group in the tribe. Climb one rung past that, over $300,000, and the number leaps to 40%. Read that twice, you cross the line that's supposed to make you safer, and you become more than twice as likely to be broke between hauls. Now let Og be fair about it. Some of that squeeze is real, and it isn't your fault. Housing, childcare, healthcare have each swallowed a bigger bite of the paycheck for 20 years straight. That part's the cost of the cave going up, not a chain you clipped on. But the rest? The paycheck climbed, and the spending sprinted right behind it, step for step, until the gap slammed shut again. That's lifestyle creep, the raise you never actually see, because net worth is just what's left when the noise stops. Income is the river. Wealth is the reservoir. Looking rich drains the river before it ever reaches the reservoir. The necklace is the river. The cave is the reservoir. Want to see a real cave? In 1958, Warren Buffett bought a 5-bedroom house in Omaha for $31,500. That same house is worth around $1.4 million today, pocket-lint next to a fortune the size of his. No gold-domed palace, no marble fountains. A normal house on a normal street you'd drive straight past without a second thought. That's what the cave looks like. You were never meant to be able to see it. There's one case, though, where the look actually pays. If the look generates the income, the signal can be an investment. The agent whose clients size up the car before they trust the deal. The founder in the room, raising money. Anyone whose whole job is selling trust. For them, the chain has work to do, and it earns its keep. That's real. Don't let anyone tell you image never matters, but be honest about which one you are. The test is one question. Does the thing make you money, or does it just make you look like it makes you money? If it's the first, it's a tool. Spend on it. If it's the second, and for most of us, it's the second, it isn't a flex, it's a fine you volunteer to pay. So here's Og's verdict. For almost everyone, looking rich and being rich pull in opposite directions. Every shiny you wear is a shiny you don't keep. That quiet caveman with the 4-year-old truck and the dull little account, he's not behind you. He's the one who already won and didn't bother telling you. If you've got the newest car on the street, the math says you might also be the one closest to the edge. Big Caveman never needed you to see the cave. The necklace is for the cavemen who don't have one. If you'd rather build the cave than rent the chain, join the tribe. Og's got a whole jungle of this. We'll see you in the next one.